women and Algeria versus South Africa. Introducing the team from South Africa. Number 4, Shonela Moabi. Number 5, Avia Ingoni. Number 6, Janelle Musini. Number 7, Santa Casio Mbata. Number 8, Andisa Mkungo. Number 9, Mbili Lela. Number 10, Gweza Habu. Number 11, Telekile Moen. Number 12, Sophia Mpe. Number 13, Sivile Lefile. Number 14, Kudu Gwaza. Linda Rosele. Head coach named Sitepa. This is Dominic. And your team from Algeria. At number 4, Melia Mahinda. Number 5, Maul Kadir. Number 6, Lamina Gould. Number 7, Afida Bernadette. Number 8, Fatima Bouzidi. Number 9, Jamila Kangani. Number 10, Alina Bajoun. Number 11, Rabia Samati. Number 12, Zora Salami. Number 13, Ira Zairi. Number 14, Samia Abdullahi. Number 15, Marine Bugla. Head coach is Ahmed Kajish, and he is assisted by Yusuf Houl. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who have fan enthusiasm for the national athletes of South Africa and Algeria. Egypt, Algeria, and also
Welcome back to Johannesburg, South Africa at the Vodacom Mandeville Indoor Sports Centre. Coming up now, the encounter between South Africa and Algeria in the women's competition, and the South African team for today. Number 4, Shwanela Mawabi. Number 5, Aviwe Ngoni. Number 6, Danao Musimi. Sam Kaliswe Mbata is number 7. Number 8, Mandisa Nkungo. Number 9, Ngile Mlela. Number 10, Ongweza Hagu. Number 11 is Kelebohile Moeng. Number 12, Simpiwe Mankele. Number 13, Asive Gilefile. Number 14 is Duduzile Gwaza. And number 15 is Linda Bosele. Head coach, James Ntetwa. Algeria's team, number 4, Nebia Mahimda. Number 5, Naul Kadir. Number 6, Yamina Gul. Number 7, Hafida Beladef. Number 8, Fatima Bouzidi. Number 9, Jamila Kamgani. Number 10, Halima Kajun. Number 11 is Dabia Samati. 12, Zohara Selami. Number 13 is Kaira Zahiri. Number 14, Samia Abdullali. And number 15 is Noreen Bublal. Head coaches, Ahmed Tajish. Just about to get started here in the third of the women's games here at the IWBF Afro Paralympic Qualifiers, and Linda Boseli ready to go up against Bublal. Boseli knocks it off to Gwaza, and she finds Danao Musimi. South Africa up and running early on. Definitely need to win today's encounter. With the withdrawal of the Kenyan ladies at the last minute from the competition, it's meant that the women's competition here is just between South Africa and Algeria, so they have been playing in the best of 5 series, and Algeria currently lead 2-0, so it's all to do for the Sasol girls. Bublal for Algeria finds Abdullali. Abdullali puts up shots and she draws level now. So yes, if Algeria win today's encounter, they will represent the African continent at Tokyo. So they will definitely be looking to secure their spot here today. And South Africa aim to fight to stand a chance to go to Tokyo. Kelebohile Moeng to Aviwe Ngoni. Dudu Gwaza puts up the shots and it drops. Very unconventional shooting technique displayed there by Gwaza, but in the end it worked for her. Jamila Kemgani unable to convert on that occasion. Linda Buseli now for the Amawila girls. Kelebohile Moeng. Ball bounces off the wheel of Dudugwaza, but she picks it up and plays it to Danao Musimi. Back to Dudugwaza. Shot clock at 5. She's going to have to throw up a shot if she can. She does. Does it drop? No, it doesn't. Rebound though will fall to Algeria, and the referee stops the whistle as Kelebohile Moeng, the South African playmaker, was on the floor. Jamila Kimgani for Algeria. Plays it towards Abdelali, but good work there from Dudugwaza. Moeng looking for Musimi, and Musimi misses the layup. And Algeria also unable to convert in that occasion. So South Africa still in the advantage at this stage, and the ball bounces off Aviwe Ngoni, and Algeria will have the put in. Abdullahi to Kingani. Rebound picked up by Moeng for the Amawila girls. Coach James Mtetwa for South Africa. Coach Mtetwa, firm believer in the youth policy, and the Amawila girls squad was a very young team, and although they've struggled against the African champions Algeria, they have improved game by game. So Moeng now finds Gwaza. Can she convert for South Africa? She doesn't, but Busele picks up the rebound, has another attempt, not dropping, third attempt. Can she make it 3 times in a row? Well, yes she can, but not in the favor of South Africa. Algeria through Kimgani will pass it out to Samati. Offensive foul called there against Algeria. So South Africa starting off with good intent, and they will try and make every offensive opportunity count, but shooting has let them down in both of their previous encounters, and already a couple of missed opportunities that they can ill afford to miss. Moeng towards Dudugwaza, but Abdullali hits the ball away, and ball deflected out by an Algerian hand. So South Africa with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Play it out to Moeng. She will put up the shot. Doesn't drop. Aviwe Ngoni trying to keep up with Kemgani, and she does well initially, but unfortunately for the Amawila girl Ngoni, she fouls Jamila Kemgani, and Algeria will have the sideline possession. Six minutes 12 left in this first quarter. Abdullali, Sasol, man of the match from the last game, and she finds Kemgani, but Kemgani hasn't quite found her shooting range at this point, and Amawila girls will look to capitalize on that as Moeng breaks into the key, but closely watched there by Hublal. Passes the ball through to Musimi. Musimi converts. South Africa have a 4-point lead at this stage of the game. Jamila Kingani plays it to number 11 there, WBSA, unable to make it count, and Dudu Gwaza picks up the rebound for the Amawila girls. So good start here from South Africa. Passes it to Moeng, straight to Linda Boseli, back to Moeng, back to Boseli. Can she make it count? Doesn't. Picks up a rebound, and she will look to reset the play. Missed opportunities like that have cost South Africa, and Gwaza puts up the shot, doesn't fall, but is fouled by the number 11 Dabia Samati. Timeout called by the Algerian coach, and as I said a few seconds ago, good start here by the Sasol Amawila girls. They know they have to fight all the way to the end today, and a must-win game for them. And with 5 minutes left in this first quarter, South Africa lead 6-2. All right, Dudu Gwaza now for South Africa. Doesn't succeed in that first attempt. Second shot also unsuccessful, and Camila Kimgani will come up with the ball for the Algerians, and unfortunately for Algeria, Dabia Samati is unable to control the possession. Moeng to Gwaza. Gwaza closely watched there by Abdullali, but good work from Moeng, freeing up some space for Gwaza. She gets into the key, puts up the shot, but isn't able to convert, and luckily for the Amawila girls, the ball hits Samir Abdullali's wheel, and ball out of bounds. South Africa possession. 4 minutes 30 left in this first quarter. South Africa still in the lead. Need to start converting some of the opportunities though, as if Algeria find their straps. Moeng converts there for South Africa, so South Africa lead Algeria by 6 points, and they're screaming at each other to get into their positions, and Bublal gets into the key, and she's dangerous under that basket, but on this occasion also unable to convert. Gwaza brings up the ball for South Africa, passes it to Moeng, lays it back to Gwaza, and then through to Bosele. She will slow the possession down, finds Moeng. Moeng will put up the shot, doesn't fall, fighting hard to get a rebound. She picks it up, 14 seconds on the shot clock. Loose pass there by Bosele, luckily for her, bounces back, finds Gwaza, picks up the deflection, and does it drop? It doesn't, and Jamila Kimgani picks up the ball for the Algerians. Abdullali will try and slow the possession down, and gives it to the number 9 for good work though by Linda Bosele, and the ball deflects out off Bosele's hand, and Algeria will have 8 seconds on the shot clock. 3 minutes 10 left in this game, in this first quarter. Three-point attempt goes up by Kemgani, but doesn't drop for her. And Moeng now for the Amawila girls. Can they extend their lead to 8 points? Working hard is Moeng. So is Bosimi. Bosile plays the ball through to Ngoni and eventually comes through to Dudugwaza. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Shot goes in and she somehow sinks that attempt. 8-point lead. Best passage of play that South Africa have had against Algeria in this competition. Foul there, reaching in by Dudugwaza, and Kemgani will go to the line. Wayward shot on that occasion from Kemgani. Uncharacteristic shooting there by Jamila Kemgani, and South Africa desperate to make this opportunity count. Really need to try and build up a bit of a lead here and then defend for their lives. Do a die match here for the Amawila girls. Australia loses control and turns the ball over. So Algeria, with 2 minutes 14 left in this first quarter, looking to narrow that deficit to 6 points. Bit scrappy from the Algerian ladies at the moment, and Bubla is forced out of possession, and some excellent defensive work there by Danao Msemi, and forces the turnover from Algeria. Linda Bosele, bit slow here, but Msemi comes through. Will she convert? She doesn't. Ball's loose again though, and the Algerians knock the ball out, so the Amawila girls will have almost no time on the shot clock. In fact, they'll have 14 seconds. Moeng, Waza trying to find a gap. Shot clock at 4. Plays it to Moeng. She puts it up. Bit of a rush shot, and rebound picked up by Abdulaziz and Abdullali, and Kemgani tries to break, and she is fouled by Dudugwaza as she goes crashing to the floor, and Algeria will have 2 free throws. Still with that 8-point advantage, and we have just under one and a half minutes left in this first quarter. So excellent start by the Sasol Amawila girls, as they are known affectionately here in South Africa. Moeng lays it off to Linda Bosele. Waza pulls Kemgani away, finds Oviwe Ngoni. Can she make it count? Yes, she can. So 10-point advantage for South Africa. 1 minute 7 left in this first quarter. Excellent stuff so far for the Amawila girls. Kemgani looking to make something work here for the Algerians, but Abdullali is fouled in the process, and Algeria will go to the line. Good victory in the previous game by the Algerian men's side, and they will be cheering their ladies on, and if Algeria can come back in this match, they will be able to book their tickets to Tokyo 2020. Number 13 for Algeria checks it. That's Kaira Zahiri. And Kim Ghani will have a rest. Abdulali, can she convert? She can't. South African players get away with that as the Algerians break the key too early, and 44 seconds. Can South Africa? Ngoni picks up the ball, but she'll struggle to gain possession. She does. Moeng gets it over in the nick of time as the referee almost blows that ball. Can Mosimi make a count? She can't, and 29 seconds. Can Algeria narrow this deficit? Kaira Zahiri, long three-point shot, bounces off the rim and goes out of bounds. So South Africa will look to shut it out this half. 16 seconds left. They will want to eat up as much time of the shot clock and regroup and come back for the second quarter. Moeng slowly makes her way up there. Waza turns, 4 seconds, throws the ball way over the backboard, and Algeria with 2 seconds to try and make something happen. The Algerian coach not looking at all happy. Two points in a quarter is by no means up to the high standards that he would set for his Algerian ladies. So at the end of that quarter, South Africa hold a 10-point advantage and lead Algeria 12 points to 2. Underway here and in the Mandeville Indoor Sports Centre in Johannesburg, and South Africa with a 10-point advantage as Kaira Zahiri for Algeria tries to narrow that, and rebound picked up by Gwaza, and she travels, so Algeria will have another 14 seconds to try and get some points on the board early in the second quarter. Abdulali for Algeria. Algeria really struggling to convert the opportunities today, and South Africa will sense that they have some opportunity here. Ngoni gets over the line. They'll pass it to Moeng. Can Moeng get past? She does. Looks to drive in. And will she finish? No, she doesn't. Finishing has been a problem for the South Africans, and looks like for the Algerians today as well. So both coaches will need their players to improve on that. Aviwe Ngoni on the floor, and assistant coach Ntombi will come and assist her up. Coach James Ntetwa for South Africa under no illusions as to what needs to be done today, and with being assisted there by the second assistant coach Simpiwe Mtambo. Abdullahi puts up a wayward shot as the 24-second shot clock was going to go off, and Amawila Girls another opportunity to try and extend their lead. Moeng for South Africa drives up the court, lays it off to Musemi. Musemi gives it away to Ngoni, then Gwaza reaching in there from Kyra Zaire, and foul is called. Checking out of the game there, Danao Musimi had a great first quarter, and the young under 25 player Shwanela Mowabi checks back into the game. Ngoni takes her off the ball for a second, and she loses her wheel in the process. Bit of sloppy play there by the Amawila girls. The South African team manager Ralph Reynolds a bit slow off the bench there. Noel Kidia inbounds the ball to Samir Abdullahi. Looks to find Kyra Zaire. Linda Busini making it hard for her. Quite a great effort there from Kyra Zaire. Moeng under pressure from Zaire. Bosele to Moeng. Can she get over the hotline? She just manages to pass the ball. Foul called against one of the South Africans, Judy Gwaza, as she loses control there, and Algeria will have another opportunity to chip away at this lead of South Africa. Amawila girls will need to defend, and shot goes up. Rebound picked up by Kelebohile Moeng, lays it off to Dudu Gwaza. Moeng closely watched the South Africa battling to get the ball over, and they are blown for the 8-second violation. So opportunity now for James Ntetwa to call a timeout for the South Africans, and he will need to refocus the South African team and make sure they have a plan for breaking the full court press. number 5 for Algeria there, Kadir, in possession of the ball. Puts up the shot, doesn't drop. Moeng picks up the rebound, finds Gwaza. They'll look to get across here. Moeng will pick up the possession. South Africa play it off to Ngoni, finds Mawabi. Can she make it count? She does. The shortest player on the court, the young Mawabi from the Northwest Stinging Bees in the National Women's Basketball League here in South Africa. One of the Algerian ladies on the floor there, Dabia Samati. So stoppage in play. Abdelali finds Jamila Kimgani struggling to grab onto that. Sorry, not Kimgani, to Nawal Kadir. Shot goes up. Linda Buseli picks up the rebound. They'll look to break quickly. Dudu Gwaza needs to release the ball. Can and Viu Ngoni race across and pick up the ball. Ball came off the Algerian chair. So good work there by Ngoni, deciding that her options weren't great up against 2 Algerian players, and she guided the ball out of bounds. Alright, what can South Africa come up with here? 10-point advantage. Moeng will look to play it across to Gwaza. Technical foul called on Dudu Gwaza. Lifting. Dudu Gwaza looks like she's on 4 fouls for South Africa, so coach Mteto will need to get her off as soon as possible, and substitutions for both teams. Kimgani and Bublal come on, and Lungile and Lela for South Africa will replace Dudu Gwaza. Abdelali unable to make that count, but Algeria will bring up the ball from the backcourt. Kimgani for Algeria finds Bublal. Can she get her team going again in this game? Algeria pressing South Africa. Moeng will need to move quickly, and Bublal knocks the ball out of bounds. Linda Buseli checks out, and Asive Gilifile comes into the action. Wayward pass from the Amawila girls, and Bublal picks it up to Abdelali, and she narrows the gap down to South Africa 14, Algeria 8, 6-point game. The press is working for the Algerian girls, and the South Africans are looking a bit flustered. Not able to get over the half, and 8-second violation once again. And Tetwa shouts for the timeout once again. So South Africa in a little bit of trouble here, needs to come up with a solution to getting through the Algerian full court press. All right, back to the action. Jamila Kimgani for Algeria, looking to finish this half strong, and Yamina Gul plays it through to Naren Bublal, and Bublal will look to stamp her authority in that zone. So once again, Algeria pressing the Amarillo girls, and the Amarillo girls have no answer to this at the moment, and Algeria fighting their way back. Five minutes, 24 left in this half. Kimgani looking to break the key, puts up the shot, and Algeria have fought back well, and now within 2 points of the Amarillo girls, and South Africa really struggling to break this press at this stage. Maweng driving down the middle. What can she do? Lungile and Lela. Maweng drives from coast to coast, puts up the shot, and she is fouled. So it gives the Amarillo girls a small respite. Substitution for South Africa. Linda Boselli checks back into the game. Maweng converts. South Africa desperately needs all these points available to them, as Algeria have the momentum at this point in the game. Doesn't fall, but she picks up her rebound and puts up another shot. Also doesn't drop. South Africa now trying to put Kimgani under pressure, but she offloads it to Abdullahi. Abdullahi gets past Sulimi, and once again a foul there by the Amarillo girls, and referee Aya Ahmed from Egypt indicates that Algeria will have the opportunity to narrow this deficit once again. Good passage of play for Algeria, putting the Amarillo girls under a lot of pressure, and they have narrowed the gap from 10 points down to 3 points. Unable to convert, and Abdullahi enters the key and causes the violation. Maweng gets the ball to Ngoni, and Maweng, good work there by the Amarillo girls. Can she finish? She doesn't, but good effort there from Boselli, but the Algerian Bubla gets Algeria going, and uncharacteristic error there from Abdullahi, but Boselli loses her balance and fouls Abdullahi, loses her wheel in the process. South Africa in collective foul trouble, so Algeria will have the opportunity to reduce this lead of 3 points down to 1 point if Abdullahi can convert both. Abdullahi converts one of the two, so we have a 2-point game here with 4 minutes 20 left in this first half. Do or die for the Sasol Amarillo girls, needing to win to stay in this competition. Linda Lungile and Lela looked like she was fouled there, and no call from the referees. Dana Masini crashes to the floor, and it'll give South Africa the opportunity to bring on Asive Gilafile. Linda Boselli takes a break, and 4 minutes 7 seconds left in this first half. Algeria in possession. Can the Amawila girls? A bit of a lapse in concentration there by Musemi as the ball was coming towards her and she wasn't looking. And the Amawila girls get away with it. And Algeria's Samati there fouls the South African, and Mawing now for the Amawila girls. To Ngoni. Passes it across to Ndlela. She puts up the shot, doesn't drop. Abdullali trying to pick up the possession, and she does very well in that play there. And all of a sudden we have a tie game and 3 minutes 30 left in this first half. Amawila girls enjoyed a 10-point advantage, and now they must work even harder to try and keep the momentum going. But fast break from the Algerians, and that will take them into the lead for the first time in this game. 3 minutes left in the first half, so all the good work done by the Amawila girls has been undone as they struggled to break the Algerian press. And Lela now fouled by number 10 for Algeria, Halima Kajun. 2 minutes 46. Can South Africa can South Africa come up with anything? Landed by Ndlela. Maweng launches it through the tall towers of the Algerian defense, and as a result loses the possession for the Amawila girls, and Algeria will break with a fast break, and 19-15 to Algeria. South Africa have struggled since Dudu Gwaza went off, sitting on 4 fouls at the moment, but she checks back into the game. So hopefully she can get South Africa back to within 2 points as we head towards the halftime break. Just over 2 minutes 20 left in this first half of Game 3 of the IWBF Afro Paralympic Qualifiers 2020 here in Johannesburg, coming to you from the Vodacom Mandeville Indoor Sports Centre. Algeria though have the possession. Abdullali will find Jamila Kemgani. Waza needs to be careful not to cause the foul, and does enough to ensure that Kemgani doesn't extend that lead. Now Maweng will need to get across that halfway line as soon as possible. She just about makes it across before the 8-second call could have been called. Terrible pass from Maweng, and Algeria will look to capitalize on this, and Abdullali takes Algeria to a 6-point lead, and we still have 1:44 left to play in this first half. Bosele to Maweng. Maweng working hard. Gwaza. Gwaza to Maweng. Passes wayward though. Can South Africa keep themselves in this game, keep fighting to save their spot in this competition? Foul call there on Maweng, and Algeria will go to the line for 2 shots. Wayne Bublal. 7-point advantage. 1 minute 14 left in this first half. Gwaza unable to grab possession of that rebound, but fortunately for the Amawila girls, ball bounces to Moeng. Now to Gwaza. Can she gain control? She can't. Couple of unforced errors creeping into the Amawila girls game now. Jamila Kimgani trying to break through. Shot comes off the underside of the ring, and Dudu Gwaza now for South Africa. To Mosimi, she puts up the shot, but the tall figure of Bublal stops, checks Mosemi, and foul is now called on Algeria, and Aviwe Ngoni will go to the line for 2 shots. Unable to make either of those count, and we have 28 seconds left in this first half of the third women's match between Algeria and South Africa. And as I alluded to earlier, South Africa have to win this encounter to stand any chance of qualifying for Tokyo. And if Algeria win today's encounter, they are on their way to Tokyo. And ominously for South Africa, Jamila Kimgani is starting to find her form, which she struggled in the early stages of this game. But at this stage, Algeria look like they are starting to gain control. Unbelievable 3-point hook shot there from Jamila Kimgani. What a fantastic shot there at the death, and understandably so, the Algerian team are ecstatic with that. So, as the buzzer goes for the end of that first half, South Africa have it all to do in the second. Algeria lead by 27 points to 15, and we'll be back for the second half in a bit. Second half about to begin here in Johannesburg at the Vodacom Mandeville Sports Centre. Algeria fighting their way back in the first half from a 10-point deficit, and they currently enjoy a 12-point lead. So maybe the 12-point lead might give South Africa a bit of incentive, as the men of the Amawila boys last night went into the fourth quarter down by 12 and managed to win by 2. So will the Amawila girls be able to do the same? Aviwe Ngoni now gets the Amawila girls on the attack. What has Coach James Mtetwa managed to say to the players at halftime, and will they respond? Moeng. Bosele gets South Africa on the board, so it narrows the deficit to 10 points. Improving in each of these encounters against Algeria, and certainly putting up a good performance today, just struggling to break the press that Algeria had done on them in the first half. And Algeria back into a 12-point lead. Gwaza closely watched there by Kemgani, and turnover ball. Algeria back into the attack, and Jamila Kemgani, clinical as always. South Africa really struggling with this press. Foul called against the Algerians, and that's number 11, Rabia Samati. Okay, Linda Baselli with the ball. Puts up the shot. Very unorthodox shooting technique, but on that occasion she gets South Africa to 19. 12-point game. Opening up nicely for Abdullali, and South Africa cannot afford to give those easy opportunities to the Algerian ladies. And that will frustrate coach James Ntetwe, and he calls the early timeout in this opening stage of the third quarter. Algeria 33, South Africa 19. Underway again, South Africa being pressed again, but this time South Africa managed to get it over the half court. Very slow movement there by Baselli, but she lays it off to Mosimi and does the no-look hook shot, and loses the possession for South Africa. Substitution called by South Africa, and checking into the game for the first time is number 12, Simpiwe Mankele. Coach Mteta hasn't used Mankele that often in this tournament, and she will be looking to prove to him that he had made a mistake. Kemgani for Algeria. Think about the three, but Janelle Masemi comes out to her to stop that opportunity, and Bubla trying to extend the Algerian lead, but Didi Gwaza will pick up the rebound, and here comes Mankele. Immediately grabs control of the position. Moeng. South Africa now up to 21, still within striking distance of Algeria. Kemgani, Moeng. Trying to get around Moeng, and she does, and so South Africa really would need to tighten up on the defensive plays at this stage. Lob passes are not working for the Amawila girls, and they will be called for the 8-second violation unless the ball makes it over in time, which it does. But Algeria come straight back onto the attack. And good work though by Mosemi, making it difficult for Bublal. And can Kim Ghani get the shot up? She does, but good work on that occasion by the Amawila girls. Ngoni to Mosemi. Mosemi goes all the way, and she manages to narrow the deficit now to 12 points. Can the Amawila girls stop the Algerian ladies from converting in this attempt? Yes, they can, by means of a travel violation on Jamila Kimgani. Waza now. Looking to find Maweng. Throws up a wayward shot, and South Africa wasted opportunity. Abdullali to Bublal. She converts. Algeria up to 37 points, South Africa 23. Bit of a hot mismatch there between Moraine Bublal and Aviwe Ngoni, and Bublal knocks the ball out, so South Africa will have another opportunity. Was a rushed pass. Ngoni though picks up the loose ball, and she will bring it across the half. South Africa just need to regain some composure. Too many turnovers at this stage, and a frustrated looking James Ntetwa. Abdullali into the key, puts up the shot, and Algeria slowly regaining their control. Nkele lobs the ball to Aviwe Ngoni. She just has to get it across, and is unable to find her teammate. Kim Ghani will convert for Algeria. So Algeria slowly but surely edging their way to Tokyo 2020. Dudukwaza. Kelebokhile Maweng. Tipped out of her hand by Abdullali, but Maweng will have more pace than Bublal. But once again, South Africa not finding the passes, and turnover once again. Algeria with Kim Ghani. Maweng trying to stop her. Algeria though not converting on that occasion. The number 10 for Algeria is Halima Kajun. Mandisa Mkongo checks into the game, and Dana Mosemi will take a rest. 3 minutes 30 left in this third quarter. Algeria lead 41-23. Kelly comes out, and Ongezwa Hagu checks in for the Amawila girls. Dudukwaza for the umpteenth time turns the ball over. The Amawila girls passing is letting them down at this stage, and the already tall mountain to climb is becoming even higher at this stage for the Amawila girls. Long pass into the zone for Algeria. Dudu Gwaza reaches in to pick it up, but foul called against Halima Kajun and Amawila Girls. Gwaza to Amgezawa Hagu. Under pressure from Kemgani, Ngoni, Gwaza. Gwaza, once again, passing is letting the Amawila Girls down. And, 2 minutes 46 left in this quarter, and foul called against Aviwe Ngoni and the number 12 for Algeria, Zuhaira Selami, will inbound the ball. Jamila Kingani. Bublal unable to convert, and Moeng picks up the rebound, plays it to Ngoni, but Ngoni unable to collect the pass. Two of the smaller players on the South African team trying to keep Kemgani out, and South Africa come away with it. Dudu Gwaza to Ngoni, up against the tall Bublal, decides better of it, and ball deflected up by Algeria. Gwaza puts up the shot, doesn't drop. Bublal, Kemgani, Bublal breaking down the courts. Yamina Gul passes it through to Halima Kajun, and Algeria into a 20-point lead, and we have 1 minute 30 left in this third quarter. Dudu Gwaza puts up the shot, and Jamila Kemgani fouls Gwaza, and that will be Kemgani's, looks like her third foul. No, her fourth foul. Gwaza unable to convert the first attempt and the second attempt. So 1 minute 17 left in this third quarter, and Jamila Kemgani drives to the baseline, finds Bublal open in the key, and Algeria now 45, South Africa 23, 22 points deficit. Going into the fourth quarter is a tough ask for the young Sasol Amawila girls to claw back, and they will, however, keep on fighting right through to the end. Great spirit within the Amawila girls camp, and never say die. Wayward pass yet again from the Amawila girls, and that will cost them dearly as Kemgani converts, and Algeria now 47, South Africa 23. Once again, passing, letting them down. So the wheels seemingly coming off for the Amawila girls, and a dejected James Nteto, the coach of South Africa, seems to be running out of ideas here. And that will bring an end to the third quarter. So Algeria dominant at this point of the game, and they lead South Africa 49 points to 23, and we'll be back for the fourth quarter in just a bit. All right, fourth quarter here in the third IWBF Afro Paralympic Qualifiers 2020 game in the women's division. Fourth quarter now, Algeria all but secured their place in Tokyo 2020, and they lead South Africa at 49 points to 23, and Kim Ghani puts up the 3-point attempt. Unfortunately for Algeria, bounces out of play, and South Africa will have the put-in. Maweng now to Bosele. Waza managing to break through, and 10 seconds on the shot clock for South Africa. Can Bosele pick it up? She'll have to almost shoot immediately, but plays it to Dineo Musemi, and she's unable to convert, and Yamina Gul will find Jamila Kemgani, and she will convert. It's an exercise in damage limitation right now for the Amawila girls. And once again, wayward passing, costing the Amawila girls, but good recovery there from Dineo Musemi, and she will get South Africa on the attack. Bosele playing it into Maweng, and 3-second violation called on the Amawila girls. Back into the game we have Shwanelo Mawabi, and she will replace Aviwe Ngoni. Kemgani. Doesn't drop. Waza looking for the long pass towards Maweng. Will it reach her? No, it doesn't. Turnover ball once again for South Africa. Jamila Kemgani to Noreen Bubla, and she will not miss from that position on the court when her rhythm is in, and that is it is at this point of the game. Bosele unable to hold it properly, but grabs it back, gives it to Maweng. Maweng hands it almost straight back to Bublal, and Gwaza now comes away with it for South Africa. Shot goes up, rebound taken by Algeria's captain, the impressive Jamila Kimgani, and she dances her way past Moeng, but on this occasion her pass is wayward, and substitution called now by Algeria. Bublal will go off, Zairi on, and the number 8 for Algeria is Fatima Bouzidi, that she comes into the game. Ball knocked out of bounds there by Jamila Kimgani. Substitution now from South Africa, and Asive Gelefile will replace Linda Bosele, and Dudu Gwaza will come off, and that will allow the youngster from KwaZulu-Natal, Samkalesiwe Mbata, just finished school last year, so one of the young under 25 players that took part in the Women's Under 25 World Championships in Suphanburi, Thailand last year. One of 8 of those girls playing in the Amawila Girls, so although they're not going to book their ticket to Tokyo, a lot of potential from these youngsters, and a bit of hard work on the shooting. South Africa will definitely bounce back. Moeng. South Africa now 32 points down after holding a 10-point lead until midway through the second quarter, but Algeria showed their class and are coasting to a convincing victory right now. Moeng. Nosimi will find Mbata. Can she finish for South Africa? Oh, good defensive play there, puts her off, and South Africa unable to make that opportunity count. Nosimi trying to stop the Algerian counter-attack, and Kimgani fumbles the ball, and Amawila Girls will be relieved to be able to now put another attack. Moeng. Mbata unable to convert. Kimgani for Algeria. 6 minutes left in this game. Three-second violation against Algeria, and that will give coach James Nteto the opportunity of bringing on Aviwe Ngoni once more, and Danera Masemi will take a breather. Bilifile to Moeng. Plays it to Shwanelo Mawabi. She will play it across to Mbata. Can she make this attempt count? Unfortunately not for the Amawila Girls, but great work there by young Asive Gelefile. Referee Aya Ahmed just double checking with Charles Foster, and gives the possession to Algeria. Kimgani for Algeria. Can the Amawila boys keep her out? Amawila girls keep her out. Number 12 there for Algeria. Salami unable to convert, and foul called on Kelebohile Moeng. So Salami will go to the line for 2 free throws. Unsuccessful with both of them, but Kimgani picks up the rebound and uncharacteristically from her is unable to convert under the basket. Ngoni finds Asive Gilafile. Mbata. Turnover ball once again, and the Algerians quickly on the counter-attack, but lapse in concentration there by Selami, and South Africa unable to counter, and Algeria straight back onto the attack. Mahimda to number 6 Yamina Gul, and she converts, and Algeria 57, South Africa 23. Moeng for South Africa. Asivi Gilafile and Aviwe Ndoni crashes to the floor. Four minutes 14 left in this third game of the 2020 IWBF Afro Paralympic Qualifiers, and to all the viewers watching this feed in Algeria, and 4 minutes 14 left in this game, and your ladies have booked their ticket to Tokyo 2020, so celebrations can start shortly. Ngoni inbounds it to Dino Mosimi. She tries to find Moeng, but instead hands the ball straight back to Algeria, and Mahimda will try and convert for Algeria, and she does. So Algeria shortly will book their trip to the Tokyo, the 2020 Tokyo Paralympics. Mosimi. Shot clock at 5. Moeng will have to put it up. Two-point attempt there, and it bounces off the rim, and Kamdani picks up the rebound for Algeria. 3 minutes 25 left in this game. Jamila Kamdani down the court, lays it off to the number 12, Zora Selami, and Selami converts for Algeria. Moeng for South Africa. Mosimi gets some points on the board for South Africa. First points of this quarter, and we only have just under 3 minutes left of the game. Foul there by the Amawila girls, number 9, and that's Lungeli Ndlela. So a spirited performance from the Amawila girls, but they know they have a lot of work to do to fix some basic fundamentals. Their shooting hasn't been up to the standards needed here, and a clinical all-round performance from Algeria, despite an early scare where the Amawila girls had a 10-point lead, but since then it's been all Algeria. Mahimda puts up the shot, bounces back into the hands of the number 9 of Kimgani. Moeng to Bosele. Bosele back to Mosimi. Mosimi unable to convert, but good work there by Dudu Gwaza, and she converts for the Amawila girls. So they looking to finish strong. And they can hold their heads up high. They've given it everything possible. And the South African wheelchair basketball community can be proud of the effort that these girls have put in. Young team, as I mentioned earlier, so a lot of experience would have been gained from this outing against the Algerians, and still 2 games to play, of course, on Friday and on Saturday, but with it being a best-of-5 series, Algeria will take an unassailable lead and therefore book their tickets to Tokyo 2020. Mahimda puts up the shot, doesn't drop, picks up her own rebound, under pressure though from Bosele, puts it up again. Bosele picks up the rebound and sends it out to Moeng. Can Moeng make something happen, but she's struggling to control it, manages to keep it in. Gwaza tries to pick it up, does so, and shot is a bit wayward, and Algeria once again will come away on the attack. Loses control, but Mahimda for Algeria. 1 minute left. Mahimda doesn't drop. Moeng picks it up, gives it to Gwaza. Gwaza will lay it off to Mosemi, but passes it against Mosemi's wheel, and South Africa once again turn the ball over. Seconds left in this game, and Algeria's celebrations can shortly begin, and Moeng will try and get South Africa to one last attempt and get some extra points on the board, but doesn't drop for her. And with 18 seconds left, Mahimda for Algeria launches it through to her teammate, who does not convert, and 5 seconds left, and that will be that, folks, as Moeng puts out the long attempt, and it almost drops like the attempt from Kimgani in the first half. So well done to both teams, and congratulations to Algeria. That result means that they will book their tickets to Tokyo 2020, and the Amawila girls spirited performances in this 5-match series against Algeria, and they can hold their heads up high. So at the end of this game, Algeria 61, South Africa 27, and we will be down with the Sasol man of the match in just a few minutes. And welcome to courtside here at the Vodacom Mandeville Indoor Sports Centre, and the Sasol man of the match for the encounter between South Africa ladies and Algeria ladies is Algeria's number 9, the captain, Jamila Kimgani. Well done, Jamila, man of the match.
Good game. Thank you very much. Match c'est très dur, mais alhamdulillah. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jamila, and the man of the match award there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for that. Congratulations to Algeria. They now booked their tickets to Tokyo 2020, and 2 more games to go against the South African Amawila girls, and congratulations to Algeria.
Yeah, a little bit too strong when they came back in the second quarter. I think we've also tried to make a few substitutions there, and we couldn't actually gel in the same pace that we started. I think that's where the problem started. We know we've been weak on shooting, but I mean, those fast breaks were working for us. So I believe when they came back with the strategy of stopping our fast breaks, it tend to work for us. I think our girls also allowed to run in panic at that moment. It shouldn't have happened.
And James, obviously disappointing not to qualify for Tokyo. What do you have to say for the Algerian team back through to Tokyo?
Oh yeah, without a doubt, I'm wishing Algeria good luck up ahead. All right, congratulations to the whole team and the whole organization. in how they played. I think it was excellent. We're going to take a lesson from that, and hopefully we're not going to give up also in future ahead. We're going to keep on working.
Of course, you've still got 2 games against Algeria, so you probably have the opportunity to give some of the younger girls an opportunity in this tournament.
Absolutely. We're going to use those 2 games also to help strengthen the team and make sure that we correct some of the problems. All right.
And tell me the experience that the young girls that took part in the under-25 Worlds last year, how have you found this experience in the seniors setup for benefit with South African team?
Look, it's a huge experience that they brought from the under-25 World Championship. As you've seen here, the chess kids is perfect. The dribbling, the passing, not too bad, accurate. And I must say that the younger ones, I think, are the ones that are much more brave. They've got a much better pace than the senior girls. Unfortunately, they still have to catch up with the shooting. I believe that we still have all of that in projection. They will correct it. They will come back. They will reach it. In Zulu? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So which one?
About what?
Okay. So I'm going to ask the question in English, reply to me in Zulu.
Okay. All right.
James, unlucky loss today against Algeria. How did you find that game?
Ya kuthanda kuba nzimanyana namhlanje besizamile ngayonke indlela siqale kahle igame ku first quarter kodwa I think ngokuthi singacedeleli ama baskets kubuye kuba kwasinda inyawo lokho kubuye kwasicindezela ngoba manje ama players etholekele ekhathele ku second quarter sikhumbule ukuthi asinawo ama player amaningi ane experience sikhanda nje ama player 6-7 ane experience so yeah I think ikona lokho okuhluphile namhlanje.
James, a lot of youngsters in the team, the experience that these girls would have gained going forward into future competition?
Yeah, amantombazana amasha aseteamini, the young players abaza kuma ranks ama junior benze kahle kakhulu, badlale kahle kakhulu ngamhlophe and ngiyajabula ngendlela beza ngayo ngoba kuyakhomba ukuthi in future sizobe strong nathi.